Well, so many times, have you ever wandered into TLC and you're just overwhelmed with all the different color combinations and you're thinking, I don't know what goes with what? And so I asked Wendy to come here to show us some flower bed combinations. And Wendy, I just think you outdid yourself, my friend.
Thank you, thank you.
Looks beautiful.
We started with the color wheel, where you have the 6 different colors, and the easiest thing to do is do color opposites. So on one side you got one color, and the other side you got another. So on one side we got yellow, which we've got here in Coreopsis, which is going to get about 18 inches tall, and it's going to bloom off and on throughout the summer, very heat and drought tolerant. And then on the opposite side of that is going to be purple, which is verbena, which is going to trail down in front of it. It's also going to be very heat and drought tolerant. It's going to bloom all summer. It's perennial as well, and it's going to spread out a lot.
It looks great together.
And then here we've got some other opposites. We started with orange geraniums, and then on the other side of that is going to be lobelia in the blue, and that's going to trail down, very heat tolerant. It's going to be for shade or morning sun, so these are going to go well together in a morning sun spot, but they're going to bloom all summer as well. And then up here we've got red caladiums, which on the opposite side of red is going to be green, but you've got green in all your foliage plants. So what I would do if I had a red plant is I'd probably put something white in it, and this is hip hop euphorbia, and it's going to bloom all summer, and you could put this white with anything. It's going to break up any color that you have. It's going to go good with anything.
Well, and it's so soft. It really does soften. And I love the texture difference because you have the real fine texture of the euphorbia versus the massive leaves.
Yeah, of the caladium. That's right.
Beautiful.
That's right. And it goes great with this geranium here too. Okay, if you want to add a little bit more color than just your 2, you have the color triad, which is going to be 3 colors right next to each other. So you're going to have yellow, orange, and red. What I have here is zinnias in the orange, and they're going to get about 18 inches tall as well. You do have to deadhead them, but they're going to bloom all summer, and they're very easy to take care of, as well as the lantana, which is going to get significantly taller. This is going to get about 2 feet tall, and it's going to bloom all summer. It's going to attract hummingbirds and butterflies, so that's an added bonus besides just the color in it. And then up here we've got pentas, the red pentas. And these are going to get about 2.5 feet tall as well, and they've got the red flowers on them. And I threw some crotons in here just to give you a little bit of extra orange and yellow with it. And then here we've got our next triad, which is going to be pink, purple, and blue. And this is Calibrachoa, the million bells, which are going to trail down and bloom all summer as well. And then Angelonia, the purple Angelonia, which we all love Angelonia. Can't say enough good things about it. Blooms all summer, heat, drought tolerant, just blooms like crazy. And then blue plumbago, which is going to get taller. It has these kind of verbena-like cluster flowers. You do have to deadhead them, and they're a little sticky. They kind of get in your hair, but that's okay. We don't mind that. And I just threw in some rosemary here. If you want some green, you can get some green, and herbs aren't just for eating.
But what I love about it, if you look at this is such a cool palette here, right next to the warm palette of the orange, yellow, and...
Yeah, the hot one.
Yeah.
I like this one because it's just kind of crazy. This one's a little bit more calming, but this one's just crazy and fun and exciting.
Very different feeling you get looking at the 2 of them.
Yes, yes. And then here, I threw this pot together just because you don't have to go by the rules. Just break the rules and throw everything together. This is all the colors in the color palette all together with your green Dracaena spikes and asparagus fern, just all together.
So it's important to look at the plant tags or to talk to someone here at TLC about the requirements for sun and shade.
Right.
Because you don't want to put things together that have very different needs.
That's right. Most of the things I have here are going to be for sun, but they can all go in morning sun. So they can't all go together in morning sun, but there's some that's going to require more sun.
Okay, so let's go through it and looking at this. Now, obviously, the caladiums, they're more of a shade plant. But just kind of give me a feel for what really takes the sun and what would be better in the shade.
Well, the caladiums are going to do the shade, and the lobelia is going to do the shade. Most everything else is going to be for sun. It's going to be hot and dry, and all the rest of it's going to be great in location like that.
So in other words, really good for Oklahoma.
Yes, yes, for our summer, which hopefully we won't have a summer like last year, but if we do, all that stuff is going to work really well for that.
Well, and the people here at TLC have decades and decades of experience in helping you choose exactly what you need for your garden. So feel free to come in here and ask. And meanwhile, thanks for giving us some great ideas.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.